I think this is something we never envisaged. Before this coronavirus, we had run a smooth league season. We were managing all the four competitions, smoothly. The women's league, the women's FA Cup. Last week we did a draw for the FA Cup, and we had even scheduled games for next week. And the men's FA Cup too, we had scheduled games for next week. And then the Premier League had gone 15 weeks or 15 match days without any disruption. So this is a big hit. I think when the president of the FA returned from his trip in the UK, he spoke to the general secretary, wanted us to continue with the competition. You realize when we released the statement, we said we were going to, move or stick to our schedule. And then Sunday evening, the president took a decision that there is a ban on public gathering until further notice. So this will definitely be a big hit or disruption to the football calendar. We were hoping to finish the season by July, at least second week of July, and then we'll go on break for about 2 months and resume in August or September, so that we can synchronize our league with that of Europe. But this is where COVID-19 has brought us. There is nothing we can do. We just have to respect the decision of His Excellency the President of Ghana.
No, unlike other places where football clubs are under lockdown, self-isolation, because some members of some football teams have tested positive. In Ghana, that's not the case. Does the FA have its own strict guidelines that is given to teams to go to, or players to try and make sure that they stay safe in this period?
Well, before the decision was made public yesterday, we had engaged our direct stakeholders. Here I'm talking about the football clubs. We had used their respective platforms to give them some tuition or education as regards what to do. On Friday, we engaged the match commissioners who were appointed for the weekend games to make sure that it is discussed at the technical meeting that there shouldn't be handshakes before kickoff and after kickoff. We also did same for Division 1. We did same for the Premier League. We didn't engage the women football clubs because they are on break, because the first round came to an end about 2 weeks ago, even though there was an outstanding game yesterday. So yes, we'll continue with the education. Like you did indicate, there is no reported case amongst the playing body or the main actors of the game. So that means there is no need to boycott training. But the education will continue. I think we will continue to engage them through their respective platforms and make sure that these players and coaches stay safe. We wouldn't want a situation where, we'll get reports later that players have been affected or coaches have been affected, and that means it will cause further harm to our calendar. So the education will continue. We will still open our doors to, advice and suggestions and probably direction from the Ghana Health Service and the Ministry of Health. We will keep on dialoguing with them and engaging them for further advice.
Okay. And let's talk about traditionally what happens usually to the football calendar is that after the there's a slight break. There was supposed to be a break after the first round. Now a break has been enforced on you. Does that mean that if, and it's a big if here, football does return after the 4 weeks suspension, that would mean that the traditional break after the first round wouldn't happen anymore?
I think the Executive Council will take that decision. We planned the calendar before the start of the competition. It was done by the ESCO in conjunction with the Premier League Management Committee and the Division 1 League Committee and the Women's League Board. But as things stand, this is force majeure. It's not the fault of anyone that we break unceremoniously. So what we'll do is that once the ban is lifted, ESCO will take a decision and will inform our stakeholders.
Okay. Ben, you have any question?
Ask about the registration of players. Apparently it's still going on, right?
Yeah, we did. He already answered that. Yeah. We already answered that one.
That's it.
That's all. But I wanted to ask about the Medians game, impending game with Nigeria, but that's all the way in May.
That's in May, yeah.
It's a long way from
Yeah.
Let me leave you. I won't take too much.
So we have April, that is 1 full month, and then we have 2 more weeks in March.
Yeah,
So we've got about 6-7 weeks more to that game.
The competition will be called off. You never know.
Yeah.
Right now, everything is off. Everything is awful.
Everything, public gathering, everything.
Not just here.
Ban on traveling.
Liverpool crowd, don't give them that.
Certificate of participation.
Certificate of participation.
We will give them certificate of participation.